Hold on, man. My birds over there. Every time I make a video, they want to be all up in my movie. But look, I want to talk about something real quick. This is my second video. I kind of messed up on the first one. Um, we, I, we talk a lot about our history when it deals with slavery. Because that's what we were been taught in school, and that's what they emphasize on slavery, as blacks. That was our history. Pardon me, excuse me. No, our history goes back to 200,000 to 300,000 years back. The first people came out of Africa 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. The European race didn't pop up from now till about 800, no, 8,000 to 40,000 years ago from today. That is a large gap. So within that gap, you cannot tell me that we didn't have culture, that we didn't have civilization, that we didn't have more than what's being told in our history. Explain that gap. Explain that gap. What happened in that gap? That's what we need to talk about. That's what we need to research. That's the history that, in my opinion, we should be exploring, that we should be sharing with one another. Let's erase the history that they created. All right, let's erase the history. Well, we can't erase it because it's not good to forget, but let's move past it. We understanding that this continent was all one landmass at one point. So with that big gap, we have spread it and migrated throughout the nation, throughout the world. We've migrated. We come out of Africa. And speaking of Africa, do you understand that blacks was also, excuse me, I'm using that term again, and it's I don't like it, but that's the way we was taught, and I need to work myself from using it. So excuse me. Talking about Africa, we're talking about Europe. Do you know that the Moroccan Empire, which come out of North Africa, the Moroccan Empire, they lived in North Africa, was in Europe, and they was defeated in Europe. The Moroccan Empire was defeated in Europe in 1340, I believe. I thought I had read some once before, and it was like 1490 something that they had a war, and the Moroccan Empire was defeated. But I'm saying that to say this: we have placed our roots throughout this nation, throughout the world, and so our history has been stolen. Our history has been forgotten about. And I think that we need to focus more on that than just slavery. Because once we realize who we are and where we come from, and we are the indigenous people of this world, I think we can start looking at ourselves in a different light. We can start respecting ourselves. We can start loving ourselves more. We can start being more who we're supposed to be as kings and queens. And I say kings and queens kind of loosely, because today's time, people, you can carry that title, but you're not walking the walk. And that's my opinion. Kings take care of their people. Queens take care of their king that takes care of their people. The queens take care of their people. So when you sitting out here and you want to call yourself a king, be one. Be one. Just don't carry the title. Be one. Take care of your people. Show your people something different than what's been shown. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your neighbors. Take care of those that can't take care of themselves. That's the people that we are. That's who we are. It's time we just rewrite history. Their historian, and I speak of the Europeans when I say they, and I don't mean no disrespect by it. Their historian was Herodotus. Herodotus was born in 1480 BC. And he's the one that, speaks of their history, the European history. And so, and prior to that, all our history, has been deleted from the books. And it's been written right to suit their needs. So a lot of the shows and movies of ancient history, of ancient Egypt, or other parts of the nation of the world, a lot of that belongs to us. A lot of it belongs to us. That's our history that has been rewritten to suit their needs. Um, the Europeans, this world was ordained to them. I say this because I don't want to get too deep into this. How many minutes I got? I try to make them short and brief. When we talk about gods, understand, okay? I'm trying to. When we talk about gods, all right, understand that this world, Earth, is the last living landmass in our solar system, in our galaxy, or whatever you want to call it. Mars is dried up, is dead, and any other Earth, living whatever that was able to sustain life is no more. So Earth is our last resort for all of us. For all of us, it's the last resort. So just like we're doing now in today's time, we're looking for other planets that could be inhabited or that's inhabited. So because we know what we know the position we're in. And if you don't, you better wake up. Because we're all in the same position. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care who you think you are. We all in the same position. Because once Earth go, we all go. We all go. There's no other place that we go. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna catch the flight over there to Mars. Let me catch a flight over here. That time's over with. But let me continue this real quick. So the gods that we speak about, because God was plural before it was singular. And so those gods, those so-called gods, was these other entities or these other life forms that came from these other planets because their planet was dying. So they came to Earth. And remind you, Earth was already inhabited. So anyway, I can go on and on about this. All I'm trying to say, let's change the algorithm and what we're teaching and what we're sharing on the internet. When it comes to the black race, we are so much more than what we learned in school. We are so much more than slaves, ex-slaves, slavery. Our history is so much vast in that. And that's what we need to look into. That's what we need to share. Let's change the algorithm and let's be the people that we're meant to be. Y'all stay blessed.